Om Shri Sai Ram. I offer my most humble pranams at Bhagwan's lotus feet. Dearest Swami, respected elders, dear brothers and sisters, what a beautiful morning it has been. Right from when I woke up to the chants of bhajans, to having breakfast with Brother Manfred and his beautiful stories. And this satsang session here, it's triggering so many things, and along with the prayer that my love for Swami keeps growing every moment, I pray to Swami that I stick to my 15-minute time limit. You know, the presence of whom we are in, Brother Manfred was mentioning how when he went into the interview room in one of those early days, 1980s, he saw a clock which had got spoiled, stuck, the mechanism not working. He was fascinated by mechanical things, and he was looking at it. But when he checked, it was matching the time in his watch. He was thinking, what a coincidence it is that it is stuck at exactly the time when I'm looking at the watch. Swami must have decided this moment. But 20 minutes later, he sees that it is keeping time with him. A broken watch with no battery. Somebody asked whether it was a digital watch. No, it is keeping time. More than Swami, possibly, he was fascinated with this phenomenon. And after the interview, he asked, did you see that? Did you see that? And nobody had seen it. Only he had seen it. And that was his first indication that, hey, this is not an ordinary person. Yes, he is the embodiment of time. He is the one beyond time. Kalaya namaha, kalaya namaha, kalatitaya namaha. That is the Lord whose presence we are in. Dr. Reddy told us, follow the master, fight, face the devil, fight till the end, finish the game. Our master is so powerful and magnificent that we need to focus only on the first F. Just follow the master. He'll take care of the other three automatically. We will be ensured that we will face the devil. We will fight till the end, when we will finish and win the game. Brother Shrikant was mentioning about how, Swami stood next to him and told him something in Telugu, and years later Swami was remembering. I mean, those are all little things, but they show what is the magnificence and munificence of our Lord. I say this because the scriptures say that there are three great blessings that anybody can get. What are the three great blessings? Manushyatwam, Mumukshatwam, Mahapurusha Samshraya. Manushyatwam means a human birth. Mumukshatwam means the intensity for self-realization, the intensity to achieve the ultimate. And then Mahapurusha Samshraya is to get the refuge of a Mahapurusha. So that you have a birth which, Jantunam Narajanma Durlabham. Only the human being is capable of that. Something beautiful, was narrated, I remember, by Mr. S.V. Giri, who was formerly a Vice-Chancellor of the university. He has passed on now. He had mentioned in Swami's presence that when we do this mudra, this chin mudra while meditation, this is the Jivatma and this is the Paramatma. And he said, when we sit in meditation, it symbolizes that Jivatma is in union with the Paramatma. Interestingly, human beings are the only ones with thumbs which are opposable, with which finger and thumb you can hold. It is a biologically interesting fact, but it's also a very symbolic fact that it's only the human being who is capable of achieving union with the divine, and that is why this human birth is so special. That's why Manushyatwam. Then Mumukshatwam, having got human birth, do we desire for the ultimate? And even if you desire, you will not get it. Another interesting personal experience I remember is a long dream that I had of Swami, in which Swami pointed to a writing in a letter and underlined one word. That word was Jnana. And Jnana meaning wisdom, enlightenment, knowledge. So when I woke up, I was wondering, what is this? What is this meaning of this dream? Among the other things, what is the meaning of this? That happened to be my birthday, and somebody gifted me a small pocket-sized Bhagavad Gita. So I was just turning around the pages of the Bhagavad Gita. There are different chapters in the Bhagavad Gita. And there comes one chapter, the Jnana Yoga. And then when I saw it was written in, a handwriting kind of, it was written in that font. And I suddenly recollected that the Jnana there on that page matched the Jnana in the dream that I saw. So I felt, oh, Swami wants me to read Jnana Yoga. So I started reading Jnana Yoga. Uncle knows it very well, but for those who aren't aware, if you think Jnana Yoga is a yoga which will give you Jnana, it is not like that. Because I started reading, it goes on describing the qualities of a Jnani. A Jnani is like that, a Jnani is like that, a Jnani is like that. I'm like, okay man, how do I become a Jnani? You're giving me only the marketing material. Where's the production material? How do I become a Jnani? Huh? Keep, nothing. Then now listen, Jnani is like this. Okay. Jnani is like that. Okay. Where? Finally, towards the end, he says, Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. Meaning, he says that ultimately to become this jnani, no, you have to constantly keep seeking from the Lord. And when the Lord is happy, he'll make you a jnani. That's all. That's all. We have to be like, as Kishore sir, my teacher would say, dogs barking at his feet. Keep barking. Till he throws a biscuit, I won't stop. That's it. The Lord has to suddenly become happy and confer that. So even if you have the ultimate desire, till that Mahapurusha Samshraya comes, we won't. And, one day, in the later years, as Swami's car would leave, when Swami is going anywhere, everybody would get to know because there would be a siren escort. The siren is very unique and everyone knows, hey, Swami is going, Swami is going. But before those days, the siren used to be the trumpeting of Sai Gita. Sai Gita would trumpet, and luckily she was bang opposite the boys' hostel. So you hear trumpeting from Sai Gita, maybe she's hungry. You hear crazy, maddening trumpeting from her, Swami is coming. So she would trumpet, come running out, and if the gate is not open, possibly she'll break it down as well. That used to be her maddening craze for Swami, and many have been the occasions when she has alerted all the boys to Swami's car coming. On one such occasion, Swami's car, trumpeting is heard, Sai Gita comes, all the students have come, and Swami is coming in the car. Sai Gita, strangely, goes up to Swami's car and blocks its passage. Puts her trunk on the bonnet of the car. Very powerful elephants are. You can go on YouTube and see those videos. She can simply pick the car and put it anywhere. That is the power of an elephant. Swami gets down from the car because Sai Gita isn't allowing the car to proceed. So as he always does, there's a basket of fruits, he starts feeding her. Now Sai Gita also, interestingly, when you see anybody else, as devotees, you go and feed her apple, she will take it and put it in her mouth. But with Swami, she will not take in her trunk. If Swami gives in the trunk, no. She'll open her mouth. I want your hand into my mouth. I'm not behind the apple, I'm behind the apple of my eye, right? When we give a kerchief to Swami, it was not that I want Swami to wipe his hand. I want some way the finger to touch my finger. With God, it's always like that. So Swami, you will see there are many photos where up till his elbow, his hand is inside the mouth because Sai Gita wants the apple in her mouth. But that day, she isn't even taking that. She doesn't want even the apple. And everybody was wondering what happened. Sai Gita is not eating, not doing, but she's not moving. Her trunk is on the bonnet. I'll not. Then Swami says, okay, Gita, I'll not go to Vrindavan, I'll go back. And then Swami turns and tells all the students, I was actually going to Vrindavan, but Gita said I shouldn't, so I'm going to go back now. That is the kind of connection Sai Gita had. She would get so excited, thrilled when she saw Swami. Usually in any procession, Sai Gita would be the head. She would be in the first. Behind that, the Vedam group and the Bhajan group. The Vedam group and Bhajan group would always say that you be front, you be front. No, because when Swami comes, Sai Gita gets excited. She lifts her tail and there's a waterfall. And if it's the Vedam group gets Abhishekam. Bhajan group gets Abhishekam. On one occasion, passing by, Swami said, don't run away, drink a cup of that, you will get her devotion. Why I'm telling all this about Sai Gita is I heard from a senior devotee, where he himself heard it from Swami, that Swami said that because of her devotion, she's not ordinary, because of her devotion, she will be blessed with a human birth. And that is something that we have already got by default. That is the value of a human birth, and we should not fritter it away, we should not waste it away in small pursuits. Manushyatwam. Second blessing, I'll come to that later, Mumukshatwam. Third blessing, also we have already got, Mahapurusha Samshraya. We have come into the presence, we have got to know Swami, we have recognized him, we have loved him, and we have got the chance to work for him, all the four. How blessed it is. How blessed it is. One of the most constant prayers I had when Swami was physically around was, Swami, please let me not forget who you are. Let me not forget who you are. Because you eat with us, you talk to us, you walk with us, you sleep with us, you sit with us. Let me not forget who you are. Big sadhana it is. Just to remember Swami is God. We used to say we should see God in everyone. I used to say, Swami, please let me at least see God in you always. Because we forget. We forget. Every moment we get depressed, we have forgotten Swami is God. Every time we feel dejected, we have forgotten Swami is God. When we feel frustrated, when we feel irritated, we have forgotten Swami is God. Because when God is there, what can touch us? Why do I look at God and say, God, I have a problem? Turn to problem and say, hey, problem, I've got a God. Come on, man, come on. You can't touch me. You can't touch me. When I get worried, when I get dejected, when I get depressed, it means either I don't believe my Lord is all powerful or I don't believe that my Lord is all loving. Because, my Lord is not all powerful. He's not able to do anything. He's helpless. No, He is powerful. Then He doesn't love me. Because He can stop it if He wants, but He's just allowing it because He doesn't care for me. No, He loves me. Then if He loves me and He cares for me and He's all powerful and yet this is happening, it must be good for me. It must be good for me. I'm like a child who doesn't understand. When I took my 2-year-old, daughter for a shot, it's very fascinating. As a baby grows, she is supposed to get stronger. But my 6-month-old baby at the doctor cries for 10 seconds. She doesn't know what's happening. Doctor pokes, out, over. But my 3-year-old daughter, even as we approach the hospital, this place. And then seeing the doctor, she knows this is that demon who is going to, she'll start crying before nothing has happened. And then she holds on, Dad, Mom, protect me. And we tell the greatest lies, don't worry, nothing. I will take care of you. Brutally, ruthlessly pull down the pant and offer her to the doctor. And these doctors also, I don't understand. You just prepare your injection down, man. Don't pick it up like this and, like some assassinator going ready. Full visible, that injection there, syringe with the needle, glint at the tip of it. Oh, God. And you say, Dad, no, don't worry. I will not allow. And then I make the doctor poke. And then she cries and cries and cries for 10 minutes. Has she grown weaker? You used to cry for 10 seconds. Why are you crying for 10 minutes? Because, Dad, that time the pain was in my thigh. Now the pain is here. You cheated me, Dad. You said you would protect me. You let me down. What were you doing, Dad? You said you love me. You said you will not. And then I tell her one more lie. Don't worry, never again. Looking at this, I think this is how God, it happens, Something happens, it pricks us. More than the hurt, it hurts us in the heart. Swami, how could you do this? How could you do this to me? I have offered my life to you. I love you. I do everything for you. And how could you allow this to happen to me? And Swami says, I allow this to happen to you because, dear one, I love you so much that even if you misunderstand me, get upset on me, I will still do it to you because it's good for you. That is the Lord whose presence we are in. The supreme among the supreme. There was a man who said to his young daughters that I will not come to Puttaparthi. I don't believe in all this Sai Baba and all this. Because for me, Shiva is supreme. Lord Shiva is the ultimate. Back in the 1940s. But then he was worried for his children. That is the love of a parent. Imagine the love of 1,000 fathers and mothers. He accompanied them to Puttaparthi. He said, you go, I'm not coming for darshan. And the daughters, they go and they're not coming back. So he wonders what happened to them. Let me go and see. He goes near the mandir, the Pata mandir, old mandir, 1940s. And he faints and collapses. And there's no medical facility nearby there. So they come running and Swami says, no, put him in my room. And Swami consoles those two ladies. He tells those two young girls, don't worry, your father will be like this for 3 days, then he'll be fine. Imagine how scary that is, huh? He'll be like this for 3 days, and for 3 days he's gone. And when he comes back, Mr. Sheshagiri Rao says, I'm not going to leave this place. What I've been searching for all my life, my Shiva, he had seen Swami as Shiva. And the person who said, I'll never come here, stayed back, never left that place after that, because his Shiva was there. Same with Rama, with Buddha. I mean, Swami has given darshan to so many devotees as all the gods. He's not just the form of all God, he's Sarva Devata, Atita Swarupa. Beyond all that. So 2 gifts we have already got. Manushyatwam, Mahapurusha Samshraya. One thing that's a little bit in our hands is Mumukshatwam. Can we yearn for Swami? We yearn for Swami definitely, but intermittently. Like intermittent fasting, we do intermittent yearning. When we're in trouble, we yearn a bit and then we leave it off. We forget him. But if we can constantly yearn, because that is what Swami said during the 2006 Kodaikanal visit, if I'm right. Swami had his fall, and therefore, the Lord, Swami is like a candle who keeps burning to give others light. Even in his fall, he utilized it as an opportunity to give so many others opportunity to hold his hand, to come near him. So he used to give chances to different brothers to hold his hand and help him, And every time Swami asks, come help, everybody will like, lucky fellow, Swami is holding his hand, so lucky. Every day. One day, as Swami called one boy to hold his hand and get up, before anybody could do lucky, Swami only says, lucky fellow. Lucky. And then everybody, yes, Swami, very lucky. He's lucky to hold Swami's hand. And then Swami says, holding Swami's hand, not important. No? Imagine. What are you saying, Swami? We want to be with you, O Lord, my Lord. We want to touch your feet, O Lord, my Lord. We sing like that. We want to come here. We want everything because we want to be with you. We want to touch your lotus feet. We want to caress your tender hands. We want to sink our nose into your fragrant, curly, sweet hair. So beautiful it is. This is what we are doing, everything that we do in our life for, and you say it's not important. Then Swami follows it up by saying, yearning to hold this hand, very important. That is what will give you everything in life. Think of this. Holding Swami's hand, not important. But yearning to hold his hand, very important. That is what it will give. You yearn, whether you hold or not doesn't matter. Whether you get to hold it or not doesn't matter, because it's that yearning that it will give you everything. You might have held my hand 1,000 times. No use. It's like the other day I mentioned a fly sitting on his feet. Doesn't know the difference between the feet and the dropping of a pigeon. But when that yearning is there, even if you don't get to hold my hand, you will get it. That is why I'll conclude possibly with that beautiful song. I will not sing it, because when I sing, you will face the music. So this is a song in Hindi about Radha and Meera. Ek Radha, ek Meera, it says. It says there is Radha and there is Meera. And it is supposed to be a song that contrasts the two. One who was Krishna's dearest soulmate, physically stayed with Krishna all the while. And the other never saw Krishna in her life. But ask anybody who is more blessed. They will say we can't tell who is more blessed. Both are equally blessed. How can both be equally blessed? One stayed with Krishna, other never saw Krishna. Because staying with Krishna is not important. Yearning for Krishna is important. And both yearned for Krishna with the same intensity. And therefore, both achieved Krishna. Both, when we look at Swami speaking about Radha sheds tears. Swami speaking about Meera sheds tears. How blessed are the devotees. That comes with yearning. Therefore, dear Swami, you have given us such a big, huge lead, jump start, by granting us a human birth, Manushyatwam, and giving us knowledge about your arrival and a heart that loves you, Mahapurusha Samshraya. Swami, may our hearts pine for you, yearn for you, beat for you, and let every moment our love for you grow stronger and stronger. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.